Hey, this is Yasin. Kind of give you an overview of our class this morning. We're talking about your training balance scale, and what is concerned here is that your training balance scale is on one side of that scale is the how, is your how process. You kind of think about, if you want to accomplish something, where's this going to come from, where that's going to come from. Then on the other side, it's kind of like this why/action. And one thing you need to understand, that the training balance scale has to be unbalanced, because your action has got to supersede the how. Because if you focus on the how consistently, then you will never take action, because fear step in. So you got to shift your vibration to manifest your desires. In order to shift your vibration to manifest your desire, there's one thing you definitely must understand. Number one, you're not a physical being in a physical universe. That's very clear. You're not a physical being in a physical universe. You are energetic, vibrational being, and in a vibrational universe. You're both a transmitter and a receiver of energy. So you definitely got to understand that you are a energetic vibrational being in a vibrational universe. One of the greatest challenges as a human being in learning how to live at this vibration, learn how to live in a vibrational being, is learning how to live in a vibrational universe. Now that's kind of difficult when you deal with the external concept and you deal in time-space reality. And when we deal with that time-space reality, it's hard to kind of conceive how everything around us is energy. Everything around us is moving. So if that's understood, as we talk about the four basics here, we always talk about who do you listen to, and this is something that goes on in the 13 CD series called Your Wish. What is your training balance scale? What is your teachability index? And what is your understanding of the four basic steps of learning new information? So understanding that, then we have to kind of understand how to attract compatible patterns in your life. And when we say patterns, there's neurons in the brain, and there's billions and billions of neurons in the brain. And what happens in these neurons is, as you begin to do things over and over and over, it creates a pathway. And this pathway is like a habit. As you do something over and over and over again, you begin to revert back to this particular habit or this particular thought process. So you do not attract into your life what you want. So you do attract to life what you think about. So you got this neural pathway that has been developed, and what you think about. You do not attract what you feel. Desire, thoughts, and feelings are all important, but these are more effects than they are causes. So you attract what you are signaling, and that's what we talk about in a vibrational frequency. So if you listen to Your Wish is Your Command, I want you to focus on lesson number 5. I believe Kevin KT goes through that pretty much in depth. Lesson number 5, and deal with your vibration frequency. Now, here's a point I want to make. I made a note here. I want you to kind of think yourself as a vibrational transmitter. You are constantly sending out signals that tell the universe who you are in this moment. These signals will either attract or repel other vibrational being, events, and experiences. Now, I don't know if you have experienced in life certain things. Like, I'm going to use this simple thing. You ever thought about somebody and they were constantly on your mind, and you might not have spoken to this person for many days or maybe in a few years, and then all of a sudden within an hour or so this person calls. I know you experienced something like that, or you was thinking about somebody and then they just showed up and you showed up at a meeting. Well, what has happened is that is the vibrational frequency. Your energetic self radiates wealth and abundance, just like it radiated and brought that person to your being, it does the same thing. Your physical reality will reflect wealth and abundance for your physical being. So if you are energetic, self-radiating, and frustrated in your life right now, guess what's going to happen? Your physical reality will reflect all that as well. So since the signals you are sending out at any given moment tends to be fairly complex. So when the signal goes out, the subconscious don't really know what to do. It'll do whatever you instruct it to do, but if you send mixed signals out and they're complicated, your experience and your physical reality will be equally complicated. So if you see a lot of things in your life, a lot of things happening around you that's confusing, then you can just kind of look at, what are the signals you're sending out. So once you can accept your vibrational self attracts compatible patterns, it becomes clear that if you want to experience something different in your life, you must somehow change the signals you are sending out. So this is a thought. Attracting compatible patterns is based on you focusing on what you want, number one, and keeping that in front of you, number two, feeling good about what it is and whatever you're doing, and more importantly, do not focus on what you do not want. So this is Ali Yasin, a tip this morning, and we are on every morning teaching these principles on the Billionaire Mastermind Forum in the morning. You can call in at 718-432-0075. The PIN number is 915358. So today's lesson, attracting compatible patterns, your neural billions of cells in your brain. That's already there. There's patterns that's already been set in place. You have to go back now and retrain your neural paths to be at a point where you're unconsciously competent of doing things automatically. Thank you so much for listening in. We appreciate you for listening with us today. This is Ali Yasin signing off, and we'll look to see you on our calls in the morning at BillionaireMastermindForum.com.